about the second or third time I've seen the making of, and so I definitely noticed new things still with that. I love when Michael Rivera is talking about how he's like, yeah, I'm doing a short. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that much. You know? Love that. But he was great, and you know, I was so excited to work with everybody on that. It was a really wonderful experience, and I think that the making of kind of captures a lot of that that kind of camaraderie that existed on set for that. I mean, everybody was excited. The crew, and those people were the real rock stars of that whole thing. You saw them moving. I mean, I'm barely in that thing because it's just them. Every little decision that I had to kind of just stand back and let those guys do what they do, and their quality. So, I think the film. I'm very pleased with the way it came out. So I definitely want to open it up this time to some questions. So that's a lot of you were here yesterday. So yes.
What was Daniela? That's her name.
Danielle, yeah.
Really drinking from a glass.
She was really drinking watered down egg whites. This was not my suggestion, but rather her taking, kind of saying this. We posed the question like, well, what should she be drinking? Like iced tea, some kind of concoction. And she goes, no, what are you talking about? I'm gonna drink the egg whites. I think we, put a little bit of water and like some lemonade to kind of, I don't know. It was something. She was a trooper with it. It was gross. So, but yeah, that was her. That was all her. And she was so dedicated from the beginning. I love, in rehearsal, just the things that she was coming up with that I was hearing. I wasn't really present for a lot of those scenes, the rehearsal scenes with her and Michael, and those are so important to the film. I mean, those those are. I mean, that's the setting up of the stakes and just the setting up of characters for both of them, and they were both such nitpickers in the best way. I mean, they just really wanted to know, exactly where they should go with each line, and they were, they're two very good actors. So to have them so gung ho about it and so, intrigued with, that they're both working actors. They're doing stuff all the time, and for them to bring that level of excitement and dedication to this. Meant a lot.
That in the movie and in the making.
Yeah, they were driven. So yeah. There's a question back there. Yeah, go ahead.
What's harder for you to play a sweet guy like Noah or a bad guy?
What's harder? I mean, they're both different. They could both have their own challenges. There was some challenging moments with Noah, and definitely a lot of challenging moments with Aiken. I think with Aiken, I felt the need to. Nate kind of talks about it. Me kind of coming on set, as Aiken. I just didn't. I just wanted people to take me seriously as that role because I could see how people, casting it. That's the thing. I wrote it because I wouldn't be the normal choice for, I know casting something, I wouldn't be the normal choice for that role. But when you write something and make it happen, you can kind of control that. So, but I really appreciate Nate for trusting me. When he said, "So who do you have in mind for that role?" I said, "Me," and he said, "Okay." And having his trust in that, meant a lot. Yeah.
Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Great to see you. I have a maybe stupid question.
No.
Stuff was a big movie to see. The storyline was very great, but now is my question. Was this the project that you played as Noah in Astral Turns? Was this the project?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of that.
Yeah.
Could this be the project? What was the storyline in Astral Turns as Noah Major? Or not?
I always thought it was kind of funny that, I didn't direct this. Noah was the director. My civil answer for that is no. There's really no relation. But you know, I did always think it was funny that you know, I do consider myself, you know, a film enthusiast, and you know, Noah was as well. So like, you know, a lot of those you know, those lines I thought were always kind of funny. I was like, oh yeah, I totally would say that. but you know, as far as this goes, Noah's not that sick. I mean, come on. Really messed up. Yeah. But clearly, you know, I guess some people are into that as well. So, yeah. Yeah.
I know you like to write this script. Do you have any plans in the future to write a script with Van, that he can play a role in it?
I mean, Van's a great actor, and I would love. There's definitely, you know, there's certain ideas that I've had that, you know, I mean, yeah, the simple answer for that, absolutely, I would love to work with him again, and I would love to write. I would love to write something for him.
Did you talk about it with him?
I mean, I don't have any specific plans, but I mean, I would love to write something for Van that is just totally. I would love to see him do something totally different than what we've all seen him do. You know, nothing specific, but you know, I'm not working on anything right now with him in mind, but I would absolutely love to. I mean, I kind of do write with certain people in mind. You never know what's going to happen during the casting process, and that's kind of the wonderful thing. I mean, I didn't know. I never met Danielle or Michael, and as people, they bring energy to it that you couldn't predict, you couldn't account for. They will say things simply differently, and it's a wonderful, you know, feeling to see these people makes you look better. You know, they're bringing things to it. They're seeing things. They're just adding that other perspective. So it's great. Yeah. Yes.
Was there a specific reason why you wanted to use a Rabbit camera? Or?
I wanted to. I was talking about this yesterday. I saw. Initially, I think I wrote it in the script that there were 3 bunnies on top of the door, like chasing each other. I just really wanted something very kitschy and unassuming, so that, you know, from the outside you see this and it looks like not just a normal house, but like a very innocent little house, and you know.
With a psycho in it.
With a psycho, yeah. I like the idea that along the street. I mean, that's why I loved it. You know, it was written in the script that there were kids playing outside. That this was a nice, very suburban little neighborhood, and that you would never suspect what could be going on, you know, right there in your backyard. You know, in your neighbor's backyard.
That's why there's the puppy in the screen also.
The puppy?
The puppy, the little dog.
Yeah, the puppy is the. I mean, the puppy is there. He's he or she, adorable little puppy. Not in the script at all. This little puppy. It was. This puppy forced his way on the film. And as you can see, it's his property. He's behind this, you know, this fence. But it's like he just knows exactly where the camera is, and he's bugging. He pops up right when, you know, he's like, what? And then looking around. I remember during editing, I would see him. Hey, look, the puppy. We gotta use this take. We gotta use that take. Look at him. Nobody, you know, you don't really notice it at first. It took me a few times, but that puppy's there, you know.
I never saw the puppy.
You will notice. You only see the puppy now.
Yesterday, and I saw it twice on my PC yesterday night. I never saw a puppy. Today, I never saw a puppy.
There's a puppy. Yeah, he's right there. That puppy was a little more for attention. I mean, anybody would come close to the fence. It was just, you know, it was just begging for it, and it was just staying there, very interested as we were, you know, doing this scene, and you know, because in between takes, you gotta, like, between takes, there was always somebody going over and like scratching the puppy. And I'd be like, okay, clear, the puppy would just stay there. So, and you know, as I'm coming, you can see it kind of like sits down, and then I open the door, it perks up. You know, it's really cute. So,
What was the scene that Danielle auditioned? She did in the audition?
The scene with the kitchen scene with Ramon. They both would audition, and we tried different people working together. Because I think that's I didn't want the basement stuff is too difficult. I think some audition scenes, it's just, what are you gonna have her do in the basement? She also doesn't, if you think about it, she doesn't really speak very much in the basement. She's kind of reacting, and she's doing amazing work down there, but there's not a lot of dialogue for her. Yeah.
That's the throwing up. Like,
Yeah.
you got it.
Hey, she was a trooper with that too. I mean, I was a little bit worried about her for a little while, but she's really tough. I mean, she's wonderful up there, and yeah, she's really great. Yeah. Any other questions? Yes.
Your Hagen's tattoos, did you have certain ones you wanted on him, or did somebody else decide what tattoos they wanted, or?
That was through a lot of we looked up military tattoos, and we just wanted to have some fun with it. There was this, I love that kind of like crazy weird like American flag type eagle thing on the chest. But yeah, that was with the makeup designer. I mean, she's the one who she had this crazy process for putting them on, but they looked great. They looked really real. It was kind of fun walking around. People.
Did you have them like on all the time? Like, did you have to take them off, or?
They were kind. You had to kind of reapply them every morning. I would try because it took a while to put them all on, like a long time, like an hour and 45 minutes. Just
Wow.
every morning, just getting those things on. So one time I tried to sleep with them on by like padding them up and taping and just sleeping really still. Just 'cause it took so long in the morning, and it didn't work. We still have to do it anyway. So, and then when they come off, I mean, they take a long. They might, to get them perfect, it takes a long time to put them on, but even to get them all off, especially like the ones that might, the hard to reach place.
Soft to take them off.
You do. It still just takes a while.
Yeah.
It
So
really
now you
gets
know
on
how
your
it
skin.
always feels like to put on the makeup.
I guess I do. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a long time.
Dedication, you guys. Yes.
Do you have favorite actors you like to work with?
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's a. First one that kind of jumped in my head. I mean, I think Rachel McAdams is wonderful.
Yes.
Rachel McAdams. She's really good. She was in like The Notebook and stuff like that. I just think she's really, as far as in that generation, she's really talented. I mean, there's so many. I think there's so many wonderful, talented people out there. Like there's, plenty. I mean, Meryl Streep, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I really could go on and on. Any other questions? Yes?
Yes, non-stuffer related. I remember you saying in your last interview with Brian that you were in Holland a long time ago. When was that? And
When I was in college, I was traveling. I was doing this.
traveling,
Yeah, I was only here for like a long weekend with some friends. Yeah, it was fun though. Don't remember a lot of it, but it was fun.
Are you planning to do another screening like this maybe at your home?
Sorry?
Planning to do another screening like this in some place else like Canada or USA or Brazil?
There, right now it's
Brazil
just,
or Brazil?
or Brazil.
Or Brazil?
I would go anywhere where there was the demand for it. I mean, where there was enough, people to come around it and see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, there would be nowhere I wouldn't do it. But
Yeah,
Brazil is a bit too far.
some friends from other places like Canada asked me
Brazil is a
to
bit
meet you
too
asked
far.
if you would do because they would
Huh?
like to.
it's not as easy as it sounds to put one of these things together. They've done a great job,
Too
and
expensive.
but I mean, of course, I would love to. I would love to get the film seen. I love. It's one thing that I know will be out there for people to get, be a DVD and eventually online. But it's great to have this audience here. It's really great to have you guys all here, seeing it. It means a lot that some of you traveled near and far. So thank you again. Yes.
What are you doing right now? Working?
Right now, I'm following up with some friends, possibly producing a play off Broadway, which is exciting. I'm still working and writing on Stuffer. Nate has another project which we're trying to get off the ground. I'm working on writing this other project with a writing partner, and that's a very let down the line thing. I've got like 4 things that I'm pursuing at the moment. So I think like at least in the next few years, we'll have a number of things that I can say. I love. This has just been a really rewarding process to get it off the ground, out of my mind and up on the screen, and it's not over by any means. And but I want, I love the idea of pursuing things, on theater, film, all different mediums, different projects and genres I'm interested in. So, yeah. Yes.
Hey Jake.
Hey.
As a writer, are you more interested in the drama, or could you imagine yourself writing a comedy, an animation movie, or?
I mean, I would never. I don't know how I would think about writing an animation movie as opposed to differently than. I mean, there aren't too many animated dramas, but there should be. But I don't see much. But comedy's really difficult. It's really difficult. It's not something. I'm definitely. But I'm more interested in the kind of dark comedies anyway. Things that are dramatic but have humor within it. I mean, I think that kind of breeds the funny situations. I think every Best Picture always has hilarious moments in it, and I just think it doesn't have to be comedies. That The King's Speech is hilarious at times. It's a really funny movie, and it's wonderful. It's dramatic, and I think every good movie should never just be totally one tone.
Even stuff where you was laughing at certain points.
Yeah, no, I love seeing people, laugh about it. Like there are moments when hate gets pretty funny. I mean, yeah, kind of guy you want to, invite over, meet your family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any chance you told us that you are working on stuff, and that we can see a little bit more about Haken's past, why he became this man, because he has bumped into something before, seen his eye and his neck.
No promises. I like him. I think it's nice to have some characters that you don't know too much about. Makes it a little bit stronger. It's like whatever the past is. Yeah. So I actually don't think I would add a lot to that. I think it's not his story. He's more of a force in it than having it be, about his character development. That's the way I see it right now. Could change, but that's how I see it right now. Yeah. Last question? Anyone? Yes?
Yesterday you were joking that you'd recast Haken for the future. Would you actually consider stepping down for someone else?
No. Not a chance. No. Hell no.
Good at
All right, well, thank you guys so much again. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to